What is up YouTube? I'm Royal, I'm rank 1 Wildrift, and today we're breaking the meta with AP Ashe support. Now you might tell me you're crazy, Ashe doesn't even have any AP scalings. Well, Ashe does have an AP scaling on her ultimate, but that's not even the reason why we build AP. We build AP because it's the most annoying build. This build pretty much utilizes her second ability to keep poking the enemies, slowing them and making the game impossible to play, while also spamming her ultimate as much as you can on a very low cooldown. So let's take a look at what items and runes you want to take to excel with this playstyle. First off, you're gonna rush the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. You want to be as annoying as possible, and having your second ability and your ulti on a lower cooldown thanks to 30 ability haste helps a lot. The reduced summoner spell of 15% also helps a lot because you're quite immobile and easy to kill as Ashe, so having your flash up more often is going to be helpful. And heal is going to be such an annoying summoner spell for the enemy to deal with because it gives you and your ADC bonus movement speed, so just throwing your second ability and then healing and running away is such an easy way to escape ganks and kite out enemies. For our enchant, we're gonna be going the Ionian Meteor. Obviously, if you need Locket or if you need Veil, then go those items. Obviously, if you need Stasis as well, versus like a Zed or something, go Stasis. But if you can go for the more offensive Meteor, it's so good with your ulti and second ability. You're able to stun, slow enemies, and drop the Meteor on top of them. And it's gonna synergize well with the magic penetration that you're gonna be getting later on, since it does magic damage. Your first item, and the item that actually makes this build work, is Imperial Mandate. So if you don't know how Imperial Mandate works, every time you slow or immobilize a champion, it deals bonus magic damage to them and marks them for 4 seconds. If an ally damages that same champion, it detonates the mark, deals more damage, and grants both of you movement speed. So you can already see where this is going, right? You spam your second ability with Imperial Mandate. From a range, you mark them, you slow them, and it's very easy for your ADC, depending on what ADC it is, obviously, depending on what your team is, to follow up and deal that bonus damage. So not only are you dealing extra damage with your second ability, you're also helping your entire team deal bonus damage, and of course get that movement speed, which with this build is so important because we're constantly slowing the enemies and getting movement speed ourselves. It only has a 6-second cooldown per enemy champion, which is approximately the cooldown of your second ability. Your second ability, I think, has a slightly lower cooldown, so you can kind of keep spamming your second ability and proccing Imperial Mandate over and over and over again. Then for your next item, I chose to go Ocean Strident because the enemies had shielding, but you can go for the Morellonomicon if you would like, if the enemies have a lot of healing instead. The reason you get these items, first of all, they're extremely cheap, right? 2,600 gold, and they give really good stats. They give a lot of HP and a lot of ability haste, which is what you're looking to stack, and the extra AP will be nice once we get our Leandries and had another AP scaling. So now you might ask, oh, Royal, why don't you go Mortal Reminder for anti-heal? Or why don't you go Serpent's Fang for anti-shield? Well, first of all, these items are expensive, especially Mortal Reminder. And on a support's budget, we're not going to be able to get Mortal Reminder, right? Mortal Nomicon is going to give you ability haste, which Mortal Reminder doesn't give you. It's going to give you HP, and it's going to give you 7% magic penetration. And keep in mind that most of our damage is probably coming from Imperial Mandate and our runes. It's not really going to come from our auto attacks or abilities. And our one ability that does quite a bit of damage, our ulti does magic damage, right? So the Mortal Reminder is just not going to be very helpful in this situation. Serpent's Fang does make a little more sense as compared to Mortal Reminder because it is a bit cheaper. But if you just look at the stats between Ocean Strident and Serpent's Fang, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense to go Serpent's Fang because, again, you're not going to be a primary damage dealer. That's not your goal. Your goal is to be as annoying as possible. Other options, if you don't need anti-shield or anti-heal, include Crown of the Shattered Queen. If you're playing against a lot of divers, you want to be safe, right? You want to be protected, and Crown will help you do that. Awakened Soul Stealer is gonna give you more ultimates, right? You snipe someone with your ultimate, your team gets the kill, you get a bunch of abilities, you get movement speed, and you get your ulti on a lower cooldown. Another option, which I have included, and yes, this is an AD item, but it's completely fine, is Black Cleaver. When you're playing against a lot of tanks and armor stackers, you can really help your team with Black Cleaver by reducing their armor, so your team can deal more damage to them. This works great if you have a lot of AD champions in your team. And it synergizes well with your kit because you can slow and drain the armor from the enemies and your team can then do more damage. It of course gives you great stats that you want, like HP and ability haste, so you're not as vulnerable, and you're going to have your second ability and ulti up more often. Lastly, we want to look to get Liandry's Torment after getting a couple AP items, just to torment the enemies even more with our second ability. We can keep spamming it, we're slowing them and applying a burn on them, dealing some extra damage. I'll recommend getting this later in the game, usually as your third or fourth item. But these are pretty much the items that you'll be going every game. If you want to be a little fancier, you can go Luden's Echo too for some additional poke, but that's obviously going to depend on the game state. Like if you don't need Ocean Tridents, if you don't need Mortal Nomicon, if you don't need Crown, then Luden's can be an okay choice too. Now let's look at the runes that make this work. First of all, Arcane Comet. This is a must take. I've tried Glacial, I've tried a couple other keystones, but Arcane Comet just does way too much damage, and you'll see it on the gameplay part of this video. It's so easy to hit because your second ability slows them, so the Arcane Comet is pretty much guaranteed. You're able to spam it in lane, you stack it up in the late game, and it actually ends up doing so much damage. And of course, on our runes, we're sticking to the full poke build. We're taking Scorch every 8 seconds, so pretty much your second ability in lane, procs every time, more damage on your second ability. Cheap Shot works on your second ability, so every time you use your second ability, you proc Cheap Shot. So you do 10 to 45 bonus true damage, 28 to 42 bonus magic damage on every second ability. And then of course we're gonna go Zombie Ward, since we're playing support, it's gonna be a lot easier to stack than the other two. If you want to, you can go Ingenious Hunter too. It's gonna give you a slightly lower cooldown on your Imperial Mandate, and it will help a bit if you also go Crown. But for the most part, I think that getting it's like 50 AP from Zombie Ward will give a little more damage to your ultimate, and it's gonna make your Liandry's do more too, but both options are fine. Lastly, you're gonna be going for Transcendence. This rune works super well with your second ability Spam. It allows you to pretty much just spam it a lot more often, and after level 11, if you hit an enemy, it resets. Another reason why Ashe support works so well, and we'll talk about it in the gameplay, is Ashe's third ability. You're able to get vision of the enemy jungler in the early game, vision of objectives. It just gives so much utility, right? Ashe as a champion just gives so much utility, so why put her ADC when you can play her support? So now let's jump straight to the gameplay. As per usual, we're playing in Master Tier or above. The whole point of Break the Meta is to show you that these builds and playstyles actually work, and they're not just, I'm not just on my Smurf account destroying noobs. Our ADC is Caitlyn, which is great because this playstyle works best with long range ADCs that can follow up on your Imperial Mandate. Unfortunately, we're versus Xayah Rakan, which can be a very scary lane for Ashe. All we need to make sure that we're doing is not getting hard engaged on. We're gonna start with our second ability, so we can start the poke right away. Caitlyn is doing some fanciness without recall, I respect it. We're already getting bush control, and we're already poking with our auto attacks. Of course, Ashe has very high range, the highest range of any support, I would assume. So it's very easy to also get a lot of auto attack poke out. And we're already dropping the Comet. The enemy team is just completely zoned out because we have Ashe Caitlyn, right? So it's very easy for us to poke down the enemy team. We just have to be careful of the Rakan second ability engage. But as long as we're staying max range, it should be easy for us to sidestep it backwards. So we're not afraid. I'm going to get my third ability and immediately drop it in the enemy jungle just to get some more information on where the enemy jungler is. I'm also going to use my huge range to auto-attack the plant, so we know that he's not on blue buff. That means that the enemy jungler started topside. That gives us a lot of information, right? He can do a level 3 gank top lane or mid lane, or he's going to do a full clear end up in bot lane, and then gank bot lane or mid lane again. So we can play aggressive for quite a long time, up until it's time for Skull Crab. Oh, and Echo actually shows on the Skull Crab, and we do have bot prio. So I'm pinging my team to go and look for a fight. It looks like he did 3 camps and then run to bot scuttle. It's a good fight for us, but Shyvana is not joining. We're kind of killing Echo by ourselves almost. Oh, he does get the Skull Crab. I don't know why the Shyvana didn't want to take a red buff, but... Or she didn't want to fight the Skull Crab when we had this much prio. But, you know, Master Tier junglers, right? We're gonna go back to hard poking the enemy. They're probably doing... Echo is probably farming Grump, Wolves, and so on. So we do have to be a little scared of him coming for a gank right after. However, we can still stay in max range and poke. We do have both our sums up, so we don't have to be that afraid of Echo, especially since he has no items yet. It looks like Ashe wants to base. I would love to stay and poke them more, but it's kind of pointless if my ADC is gonna base. Looks like the enemy's based as well. Notice I'm not really putting points into my first ability. I'm just gonna put points into my third ability, so it has a lower cooldown. Since my first ability is pretty much useless, right? I'm not here to DPS enemies. I'm here to poke down and get vision with my third ability. So I don't care about my first ability whatsoever. I'm never gonna put points into it until I'm forced to do so. We're poking, and of course we're shooting arrows. You can tap on your arrow again, and it explodes and gives vision of a larger area. So when he gets to the destination I want it to go, I tap it again, and we'll get more vision. It looks like he skipped the Raptors. The Raptors are still up, and that's probably why he was on the bot lane Skull Crab so quick. Kind of a weird clear from the Echo. We have vision of him. We know he's bot side, so we have to be a little safe. Oh, flash from Rakan. I'm gonna flash away immediately. I still have heal for Caitlyn. Ulti under tower. And the enemies are forced to back off, and they don't get anything. Oh, the Ahri's here. Never mind, I lied. The Ahri is able to pick off the low HP Caitlyn. Maybe we can get Echo. Perfect. We trade 1 for 1 in a 2v3 situation. 4 versus 3 situation, so it's not bad. Ahri will miss her charm. Perfectly played from us, and we're able to give Veigar a nice kill while Shyvana farms her jungle. So this was a pretty good play overall. 34, they wasted a lot and they weren't able to get much. And this is why I like heal as well. It gives you just an extra allowance of getting away with things. We finished our boots and we're gonna immediately go into the Imperial Mandate. I'm gonna keep spamming my third ability off cooldown into the enemy jungle just to collect information. And there we see the Echo. He's fighting Shyvana, so we're gonna rotate. Our arrow is not up, unfortunately. Up in 3 seconds. We're gonna keep spamming our second ability. I'm kind of looking for an arrow mid. I'm not sure if Veigar is very prepared though. It looks like he's farming under turret. Okay, let's see it. Let's see the big arrow. Oh, just slightly missed it. That would have been a free kill. Oh no, I'm not the sharpshooter of Ashe. I'm pretty bad on my arrows. So if you guys are good on your arrows, you're definitely gonna have more success with this build. But I'm pretty bad hitting my arrows. But again, the cooldown is pretty low. It's already a 20 second cooldown. I just threw it. I'm gonna immediately rotate to the Herald because it looks like a fight is erupting. And if you guys watch my support guide, I should probably based and gone there earlier. But I did have a lot of bot lane prio, so I kept poking, and obviously I'd still be useful with my arrows. Definitely should have grouped my team earlier, but they win the fight anyway, which is good. And I'm gonna run back to bot lane to help my ADC. Things are very overextended here. We could look for something. They're going ham on the Caitlyn, but I have my ulti. Can Shyvana rotate? Can she stop doing dragon so we can get 2 free kills? Shyvana? Dude, my master tier jungler. Okay, now she's rotating and she's gonna pick up 2 easy kills. Nope, she's not. Oh my god. Oh my god, my flash second ability's not in range. We're not gonna get either one of them. At least we got the dragon. Can we chase the Echo? He has no ult. Dude, my jungler. My jungler. It's okay, it worked out. We lost 2 free kills, unfortunately, but we're able to get the Echo and we got the Dragon. Gonna keep poking. My comment has already done so much damage, by the way. Oh, I don't think the Ahri's gonna let us base here. I do have my ulti up, but I obviously don't have enough damage myself to kill her. I need somebody to do damage while I slow her and ult her. Also, my auto attacks, if you notice, should proc the cheap shot damage. So I don't even need my second ability, just my auto attack is enough to proc the cheap shot. I am tanking the wave here for the Veigar, so that he freezes on him. And again, these are the small things that you can do as a support to carry the game. I'm able to freeze the wave. Look at the enemies missing these minions, right? These minions are dying, so the enemies are missing them because no one is here collecting them. And I have a perfectly frozen wave for my Veigar to farm. I kind of looked... Ahri seemed a little overextended, but I realized that she has Crown, so I wasn't able to get the ult off on her. Smart buy from the Ahri. We have 150 gold for our Imperial Mandate, and that's when we really start to be super annoying and do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna stay with my ADC for a little longer here. Oh, when you be afraid of the hard engage, I'm just gonna heal early in case they ignite. I can maybe look for an ult. I know that Xayah has ult, but she doesn't use it. Oh, she has Cleanse. I completely forgot she has Cleanse. I mean, our ulti cooldown is 40 seconds. Cleanse, I think, is 60. So there will be a window where we can ult her again. But now we do have our Imperial Mandate, so I do want to immediately base. I trolled here. I thought I was basing. But I used my third ability. I used the second part of it, and that cancels my base. I thought it didn't cancel the base. So I was kind of vented by me, but we'll base now. Get our Imperial Mandate, and here's where we begin to be unbelievably annoying. And keep in mind, our ulti also procs the Imperial Mandate, so across the map we can still be useful with our ulti. The game is very close, we're slightly ahead, but our top lane is losing quite bad. Oof, that second ability poke is crazy. And now Caitlyn should be looking to proc my Imperial Mandate, so that's very easy for me to keep applying on the enemies. Gonna keep spamming my third ability. I think we saw Echo there, yep. So this gank is again not gonna work out. Ashe is here and Echo, but I do have my ulti too. Oh, he ulted away. Oh my, this is a crazy dive. I will probably go down, but we should be able to clean up, right? Okay, Veigar cleaned up 2 kills. That was a very deep dive from them. Again, in a 3v4 situation, we go 2 for 2 while our Shyvana is farming. He hasn't been great this game, but this is again another really good trade for us. I could have definitely done a better ulti. I was trying to catch... Oh, and another kill, even better. I was trying to catch the Echo off guard, but he was able to get his ult off in time, unfortunately. We're gonna go for our Meteor, now that we finished the Mandate, just to be able to do some extra damage. It works incredibly well with our ulti, right? We stun them and Meteor on top of them. And again, it has really big range, so these stuns can be from far away. The one issue is that Ashe, or that Ahri, excuse me, has Crown, so we can't really ult her until we break that, which I think we just did. And again, we want to play with our team. Unfortunately, no one is mid. So I'm gonna have to hesitantly farm this wave. Obviously, I'm not gonna take the minions if I don't need to take them. Oof, look at that poke. Every 5 seconds I can do that. It might not look super OP, but trust me, it really is. Use my third ability on the enemy jungle. It looks like blue and wolves are down. Ult? Oh no, I whiffed it again. Oh, I missed the Echo too. Dude, I'm the GOAT of missing my ulti. I'm literally the best at it. Like, do you see me swerve dodging the enemies? Not gonna hit a single one. Looks like Veigar does not want the blue buff, so I'll just take that. Dragon is spawning in 2 seconds, so I'm not gonna go top lane. Oh, looks like a fight is erupting. We're gonna drop our Meteor. Oof, do some extra damage. We can keep chasing. If I can get in range of my second ability, it'd be huge. I got a Malphite. I have my ulti up again, I'm looking for it. So it looks like Xayah is split pushing, so we should be able to easily get this dragon. The Meteor also has such a low, or not the Meteor, the Comet, excuse me. The Comet has such a low cooldown that we can just keep spamming our second ability and proccing Comet over and over again. And of course we are stacking it, right? So it does more and more damage as the game goes on. I definitely want to build anti-shield this game, right? They have Rakan, who has a shield that he can give to his teammates as well. And he'll also his passive shield. Okay, Echo. He's gonna ult back, but maybe we can still win. Okay, dodge the Malphite ult. My team can follow up here. I can permanently slow them, by the way. Okay, my team can't really follow up. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, Rakan has a shield, and Malphite has a shield, right? They both have pretty much the same passive. They get shields. Oh, this is a bad fight for them. I can slow the Rakan. I have ult in 2 seconds. Let's see it. Boom! Oh, she has cleanse. No, ult attacker! No, the Caitlyn could have 100% gotten that kill. Snipe? Nope. Oh my god. He flashed for me, but I have heal. How broken is heal? Oh! Good flash reaction from me when I saw the Ahri, low key. Surprised I lived there. My ult is again up in 5 seconds. Okay, nice. I kind of want to back off. But again, they have Echo Shield, Malphite and Rakan both have passive shields, and Rakan has his third ability. So I will be looking for the anti-shield item. Ocean Strident. And then probably going for the Leandries, I think. Oh, I can get my ult off. Oh, how does that miss? How does that hit no one? Alright, nice. Would help with the Ahri though. Huge. Okay, my ult is up. I think I've hit like 2 of them. They're not on point. And this build kind of relies on your ultimate. I already have 23 comment stacks. That is insane. We can probably do it, right? Ahri's dead. I have my ulti up in 4 seconds. We should look to fight with my ult. Got the Malphite. Not great, but I keep slowing all of them and I'm applying mandate to all of them with my second ability. So don't really have perfect follow-up here. I can base for my item. We don't end up doing the Baron attempt, but that's completely fine. I feel like we could have looked for an engage there since it was 4v5, but my team did not feel like going in. We don't really have any reliable engages other than my ulti into Shyvana ulti, right? So it's kind of hard for our team to find a perfect engage. Break that. I do have ulti now. Not gonna drop it. Gonna use my third ability into the enemy jungle to gain formation. We see Malphite coming towards mid lane. Gonna sweep the wards. I'm trying to play around this Baron vision so I can keep poking them as they come in. I do have to be very scared of Malphite, especially since I don't have flash yet. I'm kind of playing with fire here, but we're all good. Now, the anti-shield works so well against Malphite and Rakan too. Look for an ulti. We hit the Ahri right into the Veigar box, and that's another free kill on the Ahri. Can we chase? I'm gonna use the meteor to maybe have them walk towards us. Nope, good poke with the meteor though. We'll use our third ability again for vision. Nice, keep getting comet pokes. And applying mandate. Oh, the enemies are going around. I'm just kind of chasing them here. Oh, are we gonna get it? This is a weird position. Okay, we do get it. Gonna ult again because it's up again. It's a 30-second cooldown. And we're able to easily get the Baron, of course, win the team fight. So these picks, and we get the kill in the Malphite. Huge. Our damage isn't even that bad. So these are the picks that you want to go for with Ashe support, right? We got that mid lane arrow, got the Ahri. We're able to transition into a Baron. We're poking the enemies constantly, making their life so hard to play. Hello, Echo. I have arrow in 4, 3. Oh, Shyvana is not chasing. Dude, I hate this Shyvana. We hit the arrow. He's really low. Red buff. Huge. The support Ashe. Okay, clean Renekton. We're able to get mid lane inhibitor. And we're gonna get the dragon as well. Perfectly played. We got the tower diving achievement. Our ult is up again, so we can look for another play. I'm scouting around. Obviously, you want to ult somewhere where your teammates are so they can follow up. Even if I hit the small fight here, nothing will happen, right? But you definitely want to be spamming your ult on cooldown pretty much whenever there is a chance of anything because of how low the cooldown is. Yeah, we can keep poking the Malphite, stacking our Comet. And we do still have Baron, we want to use that. I'm just perma-slowing him and commenting him. Oh, great, like, play from Caitlyn. Oh, they're all coming for me. What? This is literally all 5 of them, hello? Yo, leave me alone. Okay, I guess I was a little overextended. I guess 4 of them, not 5. Hopefully my team can get top lane inhibitor for that. Maybe I should have waited a little longer until they pushed more. Now it might be kind of hard for them to get it. Okay, they didn't base, so we should be able to get top lane inhibitor. But I was a little overextended there. And that's the one issue with Ashe. You're so easy to catch out, right? You have no mobility. So you have to be super, super careful in those situations. How is my ADC 1, 4, and 4, by the way? I'm 1, 2, 12. He's 1, 4, and 4. What? We have the same gold pretty much too. This guy is not doing work. And we have my jungler who's not doing work either. And my Renekton that lost lane to a Malphite. What is going on? How are we even winning this game? Dude, me and this Veigar are just going ham, I guess, with picks. Next up, we are gonna be getting the Liandry's Torment, of course. Oh, my top lane just died right before Baron, by the way. That is not good. That is not good whatsoever. 10, not Baron, Elder. Elder and Baron. 10 seconds on Elder. Oh, hello, Veigar. Not Veigar, Echo. Okay, we got his ulti. Oh, I can't ult her because she has Crown. Renekton is not here. This is a 4v5, boys. Like, we can poke them, but we can't do it. Echo is pushing mid lane, so they're not doing it. Get some more vision of them. The meteor, since they're all AoE standing there. Nice, good meteor. Echo is just pushing mid. He's not coming for this. Renekton is spawned, though. And we do have the wave pushing top. We can probably take this. Echo is not here. Nice, we just got the Elder. Hit a good ulti as well. And now my team can follow up. Use my heal for the movement speed. Nice, and we should be able to end the game. 4 dead. Echo running. Yeah, Echo kind of misplayed there. He should have definitely gone and forced Elder. Not sure what he was doing. But it looks like this will be the end. And that is the support AP Break the Meta Ashe. If you guys have any picks you want me to try out, please comment down below. I'm really curious to see how much damage my runes did, so we're gonna stick around for that. But if you guys have any cool picks you want me to try out, please comment down below. I'm pretty sure I got Ashe support from a suggestion, so please comment down below your crazy ideas, and I'll try them out. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more Wild Rift content. Let's look at that rune damage. Oh my god, the comment did 3,600. That's insane.